be comparing the QShave adjustable with the magnetic base, and then the QShave adjustable kind of like Merkur Futur clone type thing. So we'll also be using 2 QShave blades. I already have this one loaded. Whoops. This is loaded in here. It's brand new. This is the QShave blade that I loaded in here just now. So we'll do that. And for the soap, it'll be Crowne & Crane's Celtic Tweed. So let's get started. Like I said, I am using the QShave blades. You can see it's a 5-pack. There's 3 left in here. This is the one I just opened and put into the magnetic base. And then this is the other. I figured I'd show you how the other one opens, just since we're doing a comparison. So these blades are wrapped nicely. They are double enveloped, if you will. So comes with the outside wrapper and then the inner wrapper here. Like I said, these blades are completely blank, nothing on them. No glue on one side, and the opposite side does have some glue. So, all right, so the actual head of this one just kind of snaps off. There's a springs on each side, there and there, and it goes over the springs, basically just hold those holes there and there, and these fit into the holes. And that spring on both sides just kind of clamp around it. So that's how that's held in. I've never had an issue with it. That fits in there just like that. And you basically just snap this in. The head on this specific Merkur Futur clone, this side has a little bit more cutout for some reason. I don't know if you could tell. Yeah, right there. You could tell it's like sloped. If you're coming from the bottom up, it's sloped out more than this one on this side. And I don't know why that is. But other than that, there's no right or wrong way which side to put it on. They're both equal. This setting goes all the way to 6. So that's what we'll do. We'll start on 6 for both. So for the Futur clone, start on 6. And for the magnetic, we'll start on 6. All right. So, like I said, we have the soap, Crowne & Crane. We've already got it whipped up here. That's what we'll do. I'm going to wet my face and we'll get to it. I hope everybody has had a great week. I have been so busy with work stuff and then other stuff that is not work stuff. Just life things, dealing with flat tire, and then like my vehicle, which isn't a new vehicle. It's a 2012, but it's a new to me vehicle, and I'm having some trouble with that now. Brought it to the mechanic last night, which was Thursday night, and for him to look at it today, Friday, and so he got back with me this afternoon. And basically said it's the timing chain that runs through the engine. And so I was like, okay, like, gotta get it fixed. He's scheduled out pretty good. So it's gonna be like mid-ish September that I'm gonna have to get this job done on the vehicle. And very nice lather here. Wow. Crowne & Crane never ceases to amaze me. I'll show you the sample puck that I received. It's a lot softer than the actual tub of soap from Crowne & Crane that I have. For whatever that's worth, it loads really easy, and it also it lathers very easy as well. But this is the little sample, 0.75, I believe. I'm gonna kind of go over the Synth and stuff. If you want to see the actual like ingredients and whatnot, I mean, I'll show you the ingredients. They put them here. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up. But in my actual Crowne & Crane review with Northwoods, we'll be using this balm today. I go over the specifics. But this is the actual soap here. You can tell I just pinched off a little piece right there. And this is like super soft, and I mean, it works perfectly fine. I have no issue with it being soft. It's just, it's not the same as the actual tubs of soap. So that's the only difference. Okay. So we're going to use let's use the magnetic on my left, And on my right, the Futur, whatever. All right, setting 6. Both of these razors are sub $20. The magnetic base, I believe, is less. All right. So a little blade feel, not much at all. Nothing that's, that makes me wince from the feeling. And I think that was kind of the same consensus on this as well. I don't think that, yeah. Okay. Setting 6 on both of these feel identical. I don't think that there's any change between the blade feel, between the aggression. I think they're both super efficient, and they cut equally as well, and they're not extremely aggressive feeling, the blade feel. As far as the looks on this, it's kind of the same like anodized type of coating that they put on this. The magnetic one, at least in this, the thing with like that I've learned with like these types of cheaper, lower end metals, I mean, this is $11. Like, what do you expect? Is sometimes like batches that they do come in different variety, like darkness shades. So sometimes they're lighter, sometimes they're darker. Maybe that's the issue here. Maybe the magnetic base, the magnetic base adjustable is typically darker than the Mercury Future. I don't know. That doesn't matter. That doesn't affect the performance. That's just some info. Let's rinse off, lather back up. We'll move to 4. All right. Whew. Yeah, I hope everybody is staying safe. Hope you're all healthy and happy, and whatever you're looking for in life, I hope you're getting it. Whatever that is, we all have our own wants and needs, and hopefully those are being fulfilled for all of you. Unless it's something bad, then, All right, here we go. So let's talk about the soap a little bit during the next 2 passes, then I'll kind of wrap up all I'll surmise these 2 razors. All right, very nice lather. All right. Across the growth. Oh, you know what? I did not change. Hold on. We're still on 6. We're on 4 now. I don't know if the camera picked it up or not. We're on 4. Let me change the other one as well. Oh, really quick. The rinse ports, basically identical. The ones on the Future clone are larger, but they still have the same 2 on each side. I've had no issues with either of these rinsing out, so the larger rinse sports may help with thicker lathers or a lot of growth, but I haven't had any issue with them. All right, Celtic Tweed. From Crowne and Crane. Celtic Tweed is the Crowne and Crane interpretation of, what is it? Green Irish Tweed by Creed. A lot of artisans have kind of done their interpretation, their mimic, their dupe of that soap, or that fragrance, I'm sorry. You can get the 5-ounce jars. Just real quick on pricing. 5-ounce jars or tubs are $16.95. The 3-ounce pucks are $8.50. And the sample, the 0.75 ounces, like I showed you here, are $3.50. The notes, what they have the notes listed as are bergamot, lavender, lemon, verbena, fern, eucalyptus, geranium, on top of a base of sandalwood, cedarwood, labdanum, musk, and ambergris. Okay, so that's a lot. I'll tell you what I get. Very simple, very straightforward. Irish Spring soap, 100%. I don't need an Irish, I don't have an Irish, but I don't need an Irish Spring bar right in front of me to know. As a kid, my grandmother, that's all she would use, those green Irish Irish Spring bars. I know the smell very well, and that's what this is. I'll be honest, to my knowledge, I have not used another dupe of Creed Aventus Green Irish Tweed. I have nothing to compare this to, and I've never smelled Green Irish Tweed from Creed. So, you know, as far as the comparison between the actual fragrance and this soap, I can't make it. But, yeah, that's what I get. It's a pleasant smell. But you have to like, the Irish Spring soap scent. And if you do, then you'd probably really enjoy this. I tried very hard to get different notes in this soap, but I can't. It's just. Yeah, it's it's Irish Spring through and through. So that's what I get. Like I said, this soap, Crowne and Crane soaps, they're extremely easy. They are fairly priced. They sell samples, which is a big thing, I think, for a lot of people. You know, because you don't want to spend $17 plus shipping on a tub of soap when you could just buy a sample for $3.50, and you can get several of them and then pay the same amount of shipping that you would for the one tub, you know, so. All right, cool. So that's basically the info on the soap. There's really nothing else I can give you. That's what I get. So I guess you could say it's well blended, because that's a lot of scent notes that they provide. So it's well blended, because I can't pick anything specific out. All right, Against the Growth with the QShave Futur Clone. Now this is not marketed, from what I saw, as the Futur Clone, Mercury Futur Clone. Oh crap, I did the other side, oh well. But what I can tell you, if you look at them side by side, I think the Futur, the actual Futur, has like a longer middle portion here that's kind of like flared in, as to where this and that's flared out. I think the Futur's is a little longer, like there. But other than that, I think they're pretty much identical. Now, the quality, you know, obviously the quality is a little different, and the materials are different. But I'm just talking about aesthetically. I've never had an issue with the QShave blades. From my research, these are rebranded. They're white label blades. Can you name some other blades that are unmarked? Because I've done a little bit of research on these blades, and basically everyone that has thought about this, that has done some research as well, have come to the same conclusions. There's two different manufacturers that could possibly have made these blades, and you know, QShave are rebranding them as theirs. So leave in the comment what you think, what you guys think it may be, and I'll let you know if you're right or not. I mean, again, I don't know 100%. I haven't talked to QShave about this, and I don't know that they would even give the information out if I did speak with them about it. Probably not. But what I'll tell you is, I went and looked for the information myself, and I had one manufacturer in the U.S. I don't know where these are made. One manufacturer in the U.S. that could possibly be making them. And that was one of the two that a lot of other people had the thought on. So I'm pretty sure it's going to either be that specific one or another one that some other guys looked up info. And I looked up info on them too, and it's possible it's in India. The second one. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. No, absolutely not. What matters is how they perform. And they perform perfectly fine for me. You know, not every blade's going to perform the same for every person. I understand that. But for the razors I've used these in, and for my skin, my beard growth, they work perfectly fine. All right, that's it. So I'll give you a quick rundown on what I think of these two razors. The magnetic base was sent to me by LP, and unfortunately, I won't be able to get them out to him this weekend, but on Monday or Tuesday of this week, or next week, I will have these shipped back to him, and he should have them by the end of next week so he can continue doing his shaves with his own hardware. So, real quick, both of these, great value. I don't know that there are any other razors at this price point. I'm going to say quality, but like take that with a grain of salt. I don't know that there's any other razors at this price point, at this quality, that are adjustable with these cool features that these razors have. Again, take the word quality with a grain of salt. Like fit and finish, I don't have any issues with mine. I've read a lot of people do have problems with this one specifically. Like, I read that a lot of people had problems with these springs. This bar here and that bar there that like I said, holds the two little pins here in. I haven't had any problems with that. I've taken this off and on probably 100 plus times. Never had an issue with it. Maybe they had some defects early on. I don't know. For value, I don't think these could be beat. This one's definitely cheaper, the magnetic base. And I honestly think that the action of the magnetic base is a lot smoother as far as the twist a lot smoother. This one is kind of like, you can't really hear it, but it's kind of grindy. Like it feels like there's something in there, and it performs perfectly fine. It's never like ceased to work or anything. It's just the feeling. It's a bit rough. This one's a lot better. And this coincidentally is a lot cheaper, so whatever that means. Neither one have blade overhang, so this performs no blade overhang due to the little overhanging cap. This one just is wide enough to where it doesn't really have any effects from that. This has a bit more adjustability. Like I said, the 6 and the 6 kind of equaled for me. The 4s are equal as well, and I forgot to actually change them to lower than 4, but whatever. The 6 and the 4 were kind of identical as far as me shaving. So I would say that this one would probably, not only being cheaper, not only aesthetically for me looking a little better, not only having the magnetic cap, but also having the 2 additional adjustments. So if you had to pick between the 2, if you wanted a Mercure Futur clone, you would obviously pick this. But if you don't care between the 2, I would go with this one. Cheaper, a bit more functionality. You get the cool magnetic cap, although I don't know how long that will last. Maybe indefinitely. I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, they're essentially the same length and whatnot, though. So, yeah. Very good job. Very happy that we have QShave in the wet shaving community that are able to provide us with cost-effective and very efficient, and again, like aesthetics are kind of like scents, like you have to like it. But personally, I like the aesthetics of it. You know, I know some guys don't necessarily like the whole thing where they're manufactured and that type of thing, and I understand. Northwoods by Crowne and Crane. We're gonna shoot a little bit of that. Cool. Yeah, I understand that, you know, some guys may not like where they're made and may not like the fact that there's a, you know, clone of another razor, but I've kind of talked about that previously with straight razors. You know, put 10 different artisans or 10 different straight razor manufacturers or makers in a room or in different rooms in the same building and kind of tell them that you want them to come up with something new, and they're all going to come up with something similar. I mean, not all, but the majority will. And I think those tests were run in 2017. Nothing to do with wet shaving, but I gotta look up that study. I might link it below in the description, because I forgot what that was. What that was referencing. I think I saw that on Anthony Esposito's video. I'll have to go and see. But anyway, yeah. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Really good shave. When I get stressed out and have a lot of stuff happening, I typically break out more than normal, and so that's what we have going on as far as the face. But I don't think we had any blood. It's just kind of, you know. All right, guys. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. See you next shave. And be kind to one another, because, you know, just a smile can brighten someone's day. And, you know, you don't have to do anything other than, like, use a couple of face muscles.